For us, Andy, addressable TV is really just an extension of sort of the programmatic mindset, getting the right message into the right household every time. As you know, Bank of America has 9 core products, and depending on the life stage, depending on a variety of factors, different households have different needs. And as we get more precise about understanding our customers' needs, we can put in front of them messages for specific products or specific content that may be more relevant to them. And I think we're really, as marketers, struggling today to gain relevancy as we compete with all sorts of new platforms and the consumer as publisher. And addressable TV is a big opportunity for us to really hone our messages on a one-to-one basis. The good news is, you know, we've got our first test. We tested with Merrill Edge, which is our self-directed investment platform. Had really great success with that. The challenge is the footprint is still small. We were only able to find about 25% of the households in our target through addressability because, you know, we have not gotten there as an industry yet with every household addressable. I think that'll happen. I think it'll happen shortly. The question is, will marketers be willing to pay a premium per household versus a CPM buy when you buy the entire footprint? I think we need to be ready to do that so that the vendors are willing to make the investments necessary to give us the ability to target every household in America differently on TV, just as we do in digital today.
Now, what's the deal with data that the providers have, that you guys have, and making that work? Does it work well, or what are the...
It works. I think that as every marketer gets more and more sophisticated, it can bring their own DMP online. The data management platform allows the marketer to unlock all of its first-party data. Then you have to go to the individual data owners and say, hey, we want to use these certain data points for marketing purposes. There's good, you know, discussion and ultimately governance process that has to take place on the inside of the marketer. Conversely, the vendors have the same challenge. And what data sets do they have available? What data sets are interesting to marketers? What data sets can they make available to those marketers based on the permission chains that they have? That's working out now. I think the vendors who understand it's truly a partnership and it's an opportunity to create better are going to be the ones that succeed. And I think the ones that fail are going to be the ones that operate with a walled garden mindset. That's where I think we really will see a problem. So the sophistication is coming online. I think the will is there and the skill is being developed.
And if you had some wish list for the satellite providers, cable providers in the next year ahead, what would you want?
I think the biggest thing is for us to really get even more granular about what kind of data they can provide on those households that they're servicing. Things like the ability to do frequency caps against the households in a more granular way. We really are focusing more and more today on every aspect of the experience, whether it's in our banking centers or on television. And we want to make sure that while we're targeting the right household, we're doing it in a way that adds value and creates a better experience. And I think right now, most vendors are still figuring out the plumbing.
What about creative? And does the whole addressable thing mean that you need to be creative? And what about optimization for households or groups or subgroups? Or what are the challenges around creativity?
You always ask the tough questions. Yes, you need to be creative. In fact, you need more creative than ever before. I think there is definitely a limiting factor there, and I have not yet seen the best answer to it. We will need more creative variability than the industry has today in order to take advantage of the signal sets that we have. Traditional methods won't get us there. Technology has to play a part in that solution. I believe there are folks today that are working on everything from programmatic creative that actually takes advantage of that signal set. In fact, at South by Southwest, somebody was touting an artificial intelligence platform that could adapt a single piece of creative to over 1,000 different signals. The challenge is always going to be, it's an art informed by science, just the way media is. Creative even more so, though. And I think we're going to have to think about how do we produce variations quickly, inexpensively, of sufficient quality that we can take advantage of maybe 20 or 25 segments. You know, at Bank of America, we have a saying, we design for audiences, but we deliver to individuals. So how many audiences, how many use cases can you really imagine? I think there is a realistic limit for the top marketers, at least today with the technology available. No more than 24 different audiences that you can serve at any one time. over time, hopefully that'll expand. It'll be truly one-to-one. I think today it's more of a step in that direction.